Good morning. Welcome to Unity Center of Pittsburgh. It is my pleasure and honor to be with you here this morning. My name is Maryann Hackworth. I am your service leader, and this morning we have amazing talent from our musician, Ronnie Weiss, and we'll have Skyped in later in our message will be Vince Lisi. And this morning, he is going to speak to us on the pathway forward, which sounds extremely powerful. So I'd like to introduce Ronnie again, and she's going to start us off with a song, Day by Day.
Day by day. Day by day, oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see Thee more clearly, love Thee more dearly, follow Thee more nearly, day by day, day by day. Day by day, oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see Thee more clearly, love Thee more dearly, follow Thee more nearly, day by day, day by day. See Thee more clearly, day by day, love Thee more dearly, day by day, follow Thee more nearly, day by day, day by day, day by day.
Beautiful, powerful mantra, isn't it? It's like a mantra, day by day. Allow us to see and feel and know Spirit more clearly, more dearly. I believe that was a teaching that Jesus had, right? Loving God with our whole heart, our soul, our mind, with every activity that we have. That's what unity is showing and teaching us, is that for each moment that we exist, we have a choice. We have that PowerPoint that we can move in and know our own essence is of God, and we are inherently good. So we're so glad to have you this morning. We have a vision here at Unity Center of Pittsburgh. Our vision and our mission statement were created by our membership in 2019, and we'd like to share that with one another this morning. We envision, let's do this, we envision a spiritually awakened world flowing with divine love, especially now. We affirm this, that the world is awakening. It is awakening and awakened, and it is flowing with this divine love, and you feel it, and I feel it, and humanity feels it. So Unity Center of Pittsburgh exists as an inclusive, loving community where everyone is welcome. We're here to teach and to inspire and to practice positive spiritual living. The Unity movement was founded at the end of the 1800s by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. And it was founded by knowing the power of prayer, the power of word. So Myrtle Fillmore, as you know, realized that she was able to connect with her source. And she healed in the period of 2 years by practicing affirmative prayer and affirmative word. She was healed from tuberculosis, and word of her healing traveled. And really, that's the beginning of unity. That's how it arose. So I just wanted to remind us of that. As we move into prayer, let us affirm and let us align our minds with this God power in us. And uplift our mind into that God essence, into strength and faith and wholeness, health. Let us affirm prosperity for ourselves, and let us welcome and appreciate that, knowing that this idea of our essence of wholeness, it already exists. It exists in the mind of God, and we affirm it here and now through prayer that it is moving into expression through us. Ronnie is going to sing for us a beautiful song, There Is Only Love.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Oh, thank you, Ronnie. As I light the Christ candle this morning, it's a ritual, if you will. It's a little spiritual practice we do each Sunday, just as a reminder of this love, this one power which exists as love in your heart, in my heart, in the heart of humanity. So let us light the candle in the reminder of that one power within us. One more time. I'm going to have to get a new candle. I'm going to buy a new Christ candle and bring it for next Sunday. But the knowing is there. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. Let us join together in our principles. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings created in God's image. Therefore, the Spirit of God lives within each person. All people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Through a prayer and meditation, we increase our conscious contact with God, bringing forth love, wisdom, health, prosperity, and everything good. Knowledge of these spiritual principles is not enough. We must live them, and so we do. Our affirmation, as you know, affirmation is a power of prayerful words. We use our words consciously. Think about this through the course of your day as you speak aloud an I am statement. I am the power. I am good. I am worthy. We deny false beliefs. We do not say, I am sick and tired. I am fed up. I am unworthy. I am no good. We deny false beliefs. At Unity, we realize that the I am is the power within us. It's the power of our spoken word, and it's the power of our truth coming through our spoken word. So we have an affirmation this Sunday. I'll read it one time, and then let us do it together 3 more times. I am in concert with divine order, trusting my way into all that comes next. I am in concert with divine order, trusting my way into all that comes next. I am in concert with divine order, trusting my way into all that comes next. One more time. I am in concert with divine order, trusting my way into all that comes next. We trust and we place our intention into knowing that what comes next is being brought forth through the power of our words and thought. Ronnie is going to sing, Love is My Decision, power song.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. My decision right here and now.
Oh, thank you so much, Ronnie. Yes, my decision here and now. God shows us how. So, the Christ candle was not lighting instantaneously, but that reminds me a little bit of my own decision making. There are times when I have to right myself, I have to persevere, I have to stick with it, I have to right my thoughts and right my mind, and before I know it, my light is shining once again. It's whole. We have our daily word for today, which is faith. With faith, nothing is impossible for me. With gratitude, I use my faith to trust in the good that is always present, even when it has not yet manifested. As I pray with faith, I discern the truth that always endures through even the most difficult circumstances. As I concentrate on harmony and love, all thoughts of lack, limitation, and discord simply dissolve. As I speak with faith, I use positive words to express my belief in myself and others as divine beings. As I act with faith, I access deep, lasting strength and fortitude that help me surmount any challenge. Inspired by my faith, I move forward with confidence. Nothing is impossible for me. From Matthew 17, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. So I'd like us to contemplate that idea of faith. We're moving through challenging times. We know this. We're experiencing and we're seeing things in our world that at times make us uneasy and fill us with discord. We must stay the course of faith. We must draw even deeper into the well and allow the love that we know resides in us to come out. Faith is our guiding point, is our guiding light. Blessing of our children is next. Well, children, right now, we send you and affirm to you our uplifted prayer and thought. We know that as you begin this school year and your lives are changing all the time and you're receiving your teaching through virtual as well as in person, there are just changes. You're having to wear a mask to school. And we send you strength. We know you're filled with it. We know that you are fresh and your inspiration to us is your joy, your exuberance for life. We send you uplifted prayer, and we see you moving into this school year with confidence. We affirm to your parents that they are able to support you in your learning at school and your learning at home. We send this love to families throughout our country and throughout the world and to children everywhere. And so it is. As our congregational greeting is taking place nowadays through the chat, you probably already chatted in. If you haven't, feel free to do so at any time, just to say, hello, I'm here, good morning. We send our greeting to you, Mac Inglis on technical director, and Ronnie, myself. We know that distance cannot separate our spiritual bond. And so we greet you this morning, and we send our love to you. Oh, there is a special song that Ronnie has prepared for us this morning. It is entitled, Here's to Life. Ronnie.
No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. And I have learned that all you give is all you get. so give it all you've got. I've had my share, I drank my fill, and even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond the hill and do it all again. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Yes, here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. It's funny how the time just flies, how love can change from warm hellos to sad goodbyes and leave you with the memories you've memorized to keep your winters warm. For there's no yes in yesterday, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in the game, I wanna play for laughs, for life, for love. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Yes, here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you.
That is beautiful. I just love those lyrics. Let's take that into prayer and affirm that our life is intended as it is, that we belong here, and we have come into this world to be the physical expression of the divine mind. The divine creator holds us in its idea, in its magnificent divine intelligence. It has brought us into this life to serve one another. And let us serve each other now in prayer for anyone who is experiencing sorrow, for anyone in hardship, and anyone experiencing violence of any kind. We uplift you right now into the love of the Creator. And we affirm in the divine mind that you are whole. We affirm that all who exist right now have the strength to persevere, to carry on, to move forward, to express life, to appreciate the life that they are, and to know it more fully. There is a presence and a power that lives within you and me and all who are walking on this planet right now. And as we sing together, surely the presence, let us feel and know into that presence and share it.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power, joy and grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence presence of God is in this place.
The presence of God is within you here and now. Feel that presence. Open your mind to receive and accept inspiration. Allow the feeling of this presence to move into your body, into each cell, and exude a confidence in knowing that you are the presence and you are the power. And so it is.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power, joy and grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
And moving right into our meditation from wherever you are seated, I ask that you just relax your body and take a nice inward breath, feeling this life force, this presence flowing into you, filling your lungs. Oh, and as you exhale, just release. Release thought as they arise. Release tension. Allow the presence to be fully felt wherever you are. For wherever you are, God is. All is well. I ask you now just to focus inside on your center of your body, your heart space. Envision, if you will, a brilliant light growing as the power of love within you. Love is the harmonizing factor in the universe. Love is the unifying factor in the universe and in your life. And love is the desire within you to know your true nature. So as you go inward now, see and expand this light to harmonize your life expression. Harmony in relationships. Harmony in the words that you use. Harmony and balance within your own consciousness. And breathe into that harmony that is your love. Welcome more. Accept more love. Affirm aloud, I am open to receive more love. I am open to receive more goodness, more harmony in my life. And feel that now as it flows into your body for the next minute as we enter the silence. And as we return now with our eyes opening, realize that the silence remains. Silence always remains in back of all thought. At any time during the week, you can re-enter that space of harmony and love and peace by quieting your mind, if only for 60 seconds. You have entered the silence, you've entered the realm of the divine. You connect with your source. And that's really what meditation does for you. It allows you to experience that peace and love. And from that silence, when you return, there is freshness of insight, a freshness of knowing who you really are and what you are. It is power. And speaking of power, we have our wonderful guest speaker. Once a month, we have Vince Lisi coming to us, typically in his car driving here to Pittsburgh. But now through the wonders of technology, he still remains once a month coming in through Skype. And Vince Lisi is an amazing guy because he always brings forth special insight into our own spiritual nature. This morning, his talk is entitled The Pathway Forward, and I welcome you, Vince Lisi. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Maryann. A joy to be with you here this morning, a joy to be with all of you. Before I begin this morning, I went out and I picked one of the roses from our bush. It's called the Peace and Love Rose Bush. It is just so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of the phrase, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." I just want you to know that you're a thing of beauty and you too are a forever joy. So important to know that. One announcement also before we begin. I've been doing many classes on A Course in Alchemy, and we're starting a new class. It's going to start 2 weeks from tomorrow. It'll be Monday, October the 5th, from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Monday, October 5th, 10 to 11:30 a.m., and every Monday after that. If that perks something within you, please give us a call. Happy to have you for that class, A Course in Mastering Alchemy. And now to today's teaching. Today's teaching entitled again, The Pathway Forward, a little bit of a subtitle, Opening to Your Possibilities. This will be fun. Here we go. I'd like to begin this teaching with a simple statement, then give some historical support to the statement, add some contemporary support to the statement, and then talking about my favorite subject, you. I think you'll enjoy this pathway forward. Hopefully it will open your possibilities. Let's begin first of all with the statement. How many times has someone said to you, or perhaps you've said to another, You can do it. You can do it. The dynamic of this statement, the dynamic of it is very interesting. The dynamic is this. Even though we are the ones who will end up doing it, often it takes someone else to actually make us do what we could have done all along by ourselves. It just seems like someone needs to tell you what is possible before you finally take that step and do it yourself. Let me just repeat that. It just seems like every once in a while someone has to say, you can do it, before you finally end up doing it. What I would like to do in today's teaching is to acknowledge the truth of people often assisting us by encouraging us to do something, and then adjust this teaching to realize that we can do it without needing someone to tell us that we can do it. It is the adjustment I think that you will enjoy. First, let's just look at some of the historical figures who have said that you can do it. First of all, there was the Buddha, 600 BCE. And the Buddha said, you can achieve Buddhahood, just like I did. You can come to that place of supreme knowing. You can be the compassionate one. You can do it. And then my good friend Plato about 400 BC, who said that you can be just like the good. You can know and become like the good, his name for God. You can do it. And then those wonderful, wonderful words of Jesus, twice when he said, first of all, you can be as perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. You can do it. And then he said, what I have done, you can do, and even more. Now, it's very important to note that you have always had the power within you to do this. You didn't need someone to say you can do it. But again, sometimes we just need that push, that little shove behind us. And it's that push, that shove behind us that I'll address just a little later. Let me now proceed to some present examples of just needing someone to awaken within you the possibility of what you're capable of achieving. We just sometimes need a push to be able to do what we can do. May I first of all use a personal experience. My dear sweet wife, who passed in 1992, often would use a statement that was similar to the statement, you can do it. Her statement was, I knew this was possible. I knew this was possible. While her statement described the quality of our marriage, I can't tell you how many times over the years I have heard those words. I know this is possible. I know this is possible. When I began Now Creations in 2005, that was very prominent within me. I know this is possible. When we have our weekend enrichment programs, this also was very important for me. I know this is possible. I know this is possible. It's just very important for someone to say, I know this is possible. You can do it. A couple of other simple examples, but very, very important. Just two of our members recently said, the first one, her spouse said to her, you know, the way we're living is like heaven on earth. She said, I knew this was possible. I knew this was possible. And they're living it. They can do it. And another person said that she and her spouse, they're on different spiritual paths, and yet they just seem to be getting along so much better. They knew that they could do it. They're living it. We can do that. Now let's be clear about the most important thing we can do for our family and friends, and then we'll proceed. Barbara Marx Hubbard said it beautifully in her book, Emergence, when she said that the most important thing we can do, the most important thing we can do for our family and our friends is to show up in the awareness, whether they're able to receive it at the moment or not. Just the most important thing we can do is to show up in the awareness. We can do it. We can do it. Do we not want to give our family and friends the very best we possibly can? Do we not want to show up? But more importantly, we can do it. We can be that great blessing to our family and our friends. Let's proceed, though, a little further. Please take good note. It is my pleasure to share with you. It is my pleasure to share with you on the pathway forward, the very notion of opening to your possibilities. Opening to your possibilities. Let's start with this question. What if the voice that says, you can do it, would be your voice? Let me just say it again. What if the voice that says, you can do it, would be your voice? Where you truly, in a sense, have grown, I think, in life, is the realization that now you have a creative role to play in the unfolding of life. In fact, that each one of us, this is not news to us at Unity, that each one of us is an extension of the God Spirit, and that each one of us is co-creators of our world, and that each one of us is taking our rightful place in our creative role in the universe. But isn't this the most interesting thing? The voice we are hearing to do that is not someone else saying, you can do it. The voice you are now hearing to do that is the voice that is within you. Probably our greatest realization is the ability to listen to hear, and to follow the voice that is within us. I would just want to suggest that the following of the voice within you is probably your greatest accomplishment in life so far. Now, what your inner voice is saying is unique to you, as it is to each one of us. But this is what I would most want to share with you. When you listen to your inner voice, the possibilities of your inner voice are your pathway forward, because it is your voice that is guiding you. Let me say it again. When you listen to your inner voice, the possibilities of following your inner voice is your pathway forward, because it's your voice that is guiding you. I heartily encourage you to fulfill your responsibilities in life, whether it's your day-to-day personal responsibilities and daily living, whether you're doing something uniquely creative, or just showing up wherever you are. Please realize how important you are. Don't back down. Don't back down. Don't let the world stop you. Don't let your family and friends intimidate you. Listen to your inner voice. You can do it. You can do it. Come forward. Express yourself, because you are here on the planet to be an extension of the God presence in your daily living. And I always like to encourage you, please give the divine a first-class human experience as you. You can do it. You can do it. May you see that as you bring forth your possibilities, this is your pathway to greater growth. It's only by bringing forth your possibilities that you will grow. It's the first step of your future. Have the courage, have the unwavering resolve to awaken to full consciousness in this lifetime. You can do it. You can do it. And if someone should say to you, well, who do you think you are? May you simply say, I am a being of creative possibilities, and I am in the process of constructing my pathway forward, and I can do it. I am a creative being. I am constructing my pathway forward through the possibilities guided by the inner voice, and I can do it. May I just suggest something that might be helpful, a recent example from my personal life. For several months, I thought about the notion of the weekend enrichment programs. We have them every Friday and Saturday night from 7 to 8:30 on our website, nowcreations.org. I knew that I could do it, and I was thinking that this is the possibility for me. This is my pathway forward. But a question came up. The question was simply this: Am I willing to commit each Friday and Saturday weekend evening for the growth of our spiritual community? And would this be a part of my pathway forward? I brought that question to my spirit. The spirit responded, you can do it. And this is your pathway forward. Each one of us we have to listen to that inner voice and to know that it is our pathway forward. The enrichment of the weekend experience has validated its worth for others and certainly for myself. Each of us has these possibilities within us. They're just waiting to be expressed. From the simplest thing, of giving the kindness card to someone who's doing something nice, or perhaps doing something bigger and even more creative in your life. Just understanding the fact that you can do it. And then it's beginning to change just a little bit. Not just from I can do it, but what many of us are beginning to say is, I want to do it. It's not just that I can, that I want to do it, because this is who I am. And I'm beginning to realize, because I listen to the voice within me, which is the voice that I want to follow, this is my pathway forward. You can listen to everyone else, it'll get you nowhere. It's listening to your inner voice, which is your voice, that gets you moving on your pathway forward. Dilly-dally all you want. You'll go in circles until you listen. Hear. Follow. One more thing. While each of us are expressing our personal possibilities, we are all a part of a much bigger process. We are advancing the greater possibilities of God's creative goodness and love in the world. This is why it feels so right when we follow our inner voice. It's the voice of God within you that is a participation in the plan of God. I can't make you believe that. It's something you have to come to know. The voice within you is part of something much bigger. And we are so fortunate to be with like-minded souls who are moving in the same direction. whether in our study groups, in our spiritual sharing sessions, at Unity, while each one of us surely expresses our individual possibilities, we also appreciate the fact that we receive encouragement and support from others. Our I can do it's are changing into we can do it. And the we can do it is changing into much more we want to do this. We want to bring forth our spiritual possibilities. Here's the deal. When each one of us brings forth our individual responsibility, our individual possibility, when each one of us does this, we do it with the same spiritual vibration that other people are doing and feeling the very same way. We are vibrating together. There is a oneness in the energy. When you follow your deepest hopes, your highest dreams, you are doing this with others together. There's the same vibration. Did you ever think that you would be a participant not only in the unfolding of the plan of God, but also that we would be the unfolding with each other in that spiritual vibration here on the planet? We are becoming a holy communion of consciousness. We are becoming a holy communion of consciousness. Consciously, clearly, and joyfully. The I can do it's have not only changed into the we can do it, but rather we want to do it. We want to do it because we understand that creating our possibilities is our pathway forward. It's just not about me anymore. I'm just part of something bigger. We can do it. We want to do it. Our possibilities are our pathway forward. In conclusion, let me just suggest two things to you. First of all, may I assure you of these two things. First of all, we know that our pathway forward comes by listening to the inner voice, the voice of our inner guidance. Please, please listen to the possibilities within you. Don't back down. Do not waver. You can do it because you want to do it. And secondly, our pathway forward is one that we are happily walking together. While each one of us does our individual thing, we walk vibrationally and supportively, hand in hand. This is the truth. The words of Paramahansa Yogananda are so much to the point. When spiritual friendship exists within a group of hearts, in a spiritual organization, such friendship perfects each individual. We can do it because we want to do it, because it is our pathway forward. Namaste.
Namaste to you, Vince. Thank you so much for this inspirational message and these ideas. I think my favorite one, and I think Ronnie and I both smiled and nodded when you said, give the divine a first-class human experience. Through each personality that we are, through every one of us as our personalities, we affirm that we're giving the divine a first-class human experience. We know that this is possible. It feels that way in our hearts, and we notice the outpicturing when we act this way, when we speak that way, we share it. So thank you, Vince, for this inspirational message. It was awesome today. The next thing I'd like to do right now is to give great gratitude to the divine creator. And we have a prosperity practice that we do here at Unity because we acknowledge that the divine mind is what is flowing into our life experience. We affirm that prosperity exists for us in multiple and unending ways. We prosper in our relationships. We prosper in our work. We prosper in our home environment, in all of our interactions. Evidence of prosperity shows up because we're always blessed. And these blessings are coming into our experience from Source. And Source is endless and infinite, so it's all good. So whenever you give your offering, we have a prayer that we recite together of gratitude, which is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. So it is. Closing song today, Ronnie is going to sing, Put a Little Love in Your Heart.
Your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Yes, the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Yes, the world will be a better place for you and me. Wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Yes, the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. Come on, brother. Put a little love in your heart. Come on, sister. Put a little love in your heart. Come on, people. Put a little love in your heart.
Love it. Thank you. Yes, we do affirm this. The world is becoming a better place. And I know that you may initially resist that or think perhaps not. No, it's not. It is happening. We believe in affirmative prayer. And so affirming that the world is becoming a better place is where we go in prayer. By bringing that love in our hearts out into the world, how could it not become a better place? It's transpiring here and now as we speak and as we pray together. Thank you so much for joining with us today. We had a wonderful time here in the sanctuary singing together, and we hope that you were toe tapping at home, and we hope you'll come back again next week for another service. And Ronnie, do you want to do the peace song to finish off? All right, we're going to sing a cappella.
A cappella. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Have a blessed week.